And thank you for sticking around as we've been looking at the G.I. Joe Classified Cobra, the Enemy's different action figures, and we've got one more to review, a bonus. That's right, Cobra the Baroness with the Cobra COIL. And there she is in that beautiful box. Take a look at that box very quickly there. You see how nice she looks in that box. Really awesome Cobra Island box. Now let's flip it around. Has that big Cobra Island, really neat map on the back. Really cool, really nice. Has a number 13 has the kind of the bio breakdown of who she is, and then a profile on the side. Let's get into this box and check her out. And here is our Baroness and our Cobra headquarters that we've got set up back here. And we're gonna take a look first of all at her accessories. And first of all, she comes with this silver metallic coiled up like snake pistol or weapon or rifle, or I don't know, maybe it's a machine gun. But it has that little nozzle right there on the face area where it looks like that may be able to shoot something, and it can coil up around her arm. Then she comes with 2 gold pistols which she can carry on her person. Then she comes with a little knife which has a little Cobra gold emblem on the end of it. And then she comes with 2 identical machine guns which I believe also attach to her Cobra COIL motorcycle. And then she also comes with a very cool helmet, which could be counted as a head swap, an alternative head, if you will, which is really neat. It's all black, but it's got a lot of neat details to it. So we'll look at that on her in just a few moments. And then, of course, last but not least, she comes with her Cobra COIL motorcycle. And it is really cool, also really neat. Give it a spin here and let you see. Has the accent of the like silver metallic, almost headlight looking device on the front. It's not really a clear, but it's a frosted translucent windshield there. She wouldn't be able to really see through it. Has the handle there, the 2 handlebars. One of them you do have to attach out of the package. You have the little Cobra symbol on the gas tank, as well as some barometers and speedometers and different things there on the dash, if you will. The gas tank there, the seat, and the back end here. All of the details that they have placed here on this Cobra COIL motorcycle. And it has some silver metallic accents in the engine. Just looks really cool, really nice looking motorcycle. We'll take a look at her on that in just a few moments. You see the backdrop she comes with is that Cobra Island backdrop with the Terradrome on it back there, so that's cool. But now let's take a closer look at our Baroness, and we'll also be looking at her articulation. And taking a closer look at our Baroness and her articulation, we're going to look first at this head sculpt. It's an excellent head sculpt, very beautiful. The glasses are non-removable, but you can see her eyes. I mean, that's translucent plastic, so you can see the eyes. See if I can get a little bit of light shining in there so you can see those eyes a little better. That's amazing, isn't it? Did a good job with that overall, I think. And so that's really cool. And then you see the texturing that is on the arms and in the abdomen area, and they did a great job mixing a satin and matte type paint in this leather biker type outfit that's very reminiscent to the Baroness. You see you have the Cobra symbol engraved there in that belt, also in detail on the bosom chest area, and just looks great all the way around. She's going to have places to store her weapons, as you see, utility belt there, texturing around the legs, the shiny, it's actually a glossy type paint on the knee pads, and even down to the boots. It's almost like a thigh-high boot going on there. It's really cool. The pointy toes. So it's really neat, really good detail. So let's look at the articulation here. First of all, even though she has the hair, she's still able to look up a good amount. So that's excellent to have that much hair on the back, plastic hair, still be able to look up that much. And then she's able to look down all the way. And of course, that's because her head is on a ball socket there, as well as her neck. So you're going to be able to get full range, and that's excellent. That's very nice. So you're going to be able to get great head pivoting. You're obviously going to be able to turn side to side. So you're going to be able to do just about anything that you want to do with that head. Now, if you pop off that head and you put on the helmet, we'll just take a look very quickly at the articulation. You're going to be able to look up all the way, even better. You're going to be able to see the hinge a little bit, but not if you get it angled right. That way when she's on that motorcycle, if you get her in a pose, she's going to be able to look straight ahead, so that's going to be good. She's able to look all the way down. That's really good. She's also, of course, going to be able to look side to side and get some great pivoting. So that's just excellent. I love the helmet. That is just awesome. You can see the detail. Again, some mixture of satin and gloss and even some matte, it looks like. And then there's some indentions in that as well. Some great detail in that helmet. I really think it looks cool. Looks really good. Try to get some of the shadowing out of the way there. See it there on the back. It's looking really, really good, the detail on the back of that helmet. Really like that. Awesome. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put the other head sculpt back on because I think that's the one we're going to be most interested in seeing her with. But let's go ahead and check out these arms. Now, these little shoulder pads are on little plastic tabs on her shoulder, so you can still get 360, and then they kind of lift up as well, so you're going to be able to get better than 90 degrees with those shoulders, so that's excellent. And there is no bicep swivel, but she does have single jointed elbows and has the swivel at the elbow. She has hinges and swivel at the wrist, and they both have the vertical hinge because of her weapons. She's going to be able to get vertical hinge, so that's very, very good. Same on this arm as well. And as far as her diaphragm, if you'll look very closely, I'm going to hold the midsection. She has better range than that movie version Baroness we looked at in this video. If you watched her, she has actually good range. So she can bend forward that much. She can bend back a good amount. Look at that. That's really good. And she has the ball joint at the waist as well. So if you combine the two together, she's able to crunch really good forward and is able to bend. I mean, she's going to be able to do the limbo, no problem. So she's really good as far as that. And you're going to also be able to get a swivel there or at the waist and some side to side motion. Really good articulation on this Baroness. Don't let me forget too, she has a little bit of a butterfly joint. It doesn't do a whole lot. It's not going to really allow her to cross her arms that much in front of her, but they do have some limited butterfly joints, just like many of these Joes do. So that's good. Getting these arms out of the way, let's move on to the legs. And of course, you see this belt is a free floating piece, so it goes up and down there. But you're also going to have full splits, and you're going to be able to have a little bit of that drop down method as you see there. So she's going to be able to kick up really high. That's really good. She's not really going to be able to go back that much. She also has a floating little sheath for her knife here on her thigh, and she has thigh swivel, and she has double jointed knees, so she's able to get pretty good range. Not quite enough to kick her on behind there, but just about. And then she does not have boot cut like the other Baroness, but she does have the ability to go full tiptoes. She's able to go up a decent amount, and then she does have excellent rocker joints. So very, very good articulation. I have to say, this is my favorite Cobra, or G.I. Joe for that matter, action figure yet. She is dynamite. I just love the look of this Baroness. She is just really cool. She looks nice. Her face sculpt, her form, her outfit, the quality of her, I believe was worth the price of admission right there. Plus she has some great accessories, you have to admit. So let's take a look at our Baroness with her accessories. Okay, so I put that helmet back on just so the hair won't be in the way as we look at where you can slide these accessories in. Of course, first of all, this little knife with the Cobra emblem on the top will slide right in to that little sheath on her thigh. So that's really cool. She can store that. And then those gold little pistols are able to slide right in to those holsters on the back. And I guess you could do them facing either direction. You could either have them facing inward or outward, I do believe. Yes, you could do it either way like that, but I believe they fit better. Yeah, they fit better like this, so that's cool. They fit right back there, those little gold pistols. Aren't you just glad they decided to add that touch to make them gold? I think the gold touch is just really cool motif with this. And then, like we said before, this is kind of looks like a weapon itself, and it can wrap around her arm like so. And then, you know, you stretch that out, and it could probably even be attached somehow to the motorcycle, but it's almost like, looks like there's even a pistol placed right there on the mouth of that Cobra, so it's like, that's almost like a weapon also. So that's just really cool touch, I think, to the overall just uniqueness and character of this set that we get with the Baroness. I love it. I think it's cool. Now, you remember she came with two machine guns, but these machine guns, even though she can hold them, you remember they can be attached to this motorcycle. So that's what I've done. I've attached them, and then they've got that little peg, as you see, sticking out. So don't necessarily want the Baroness to hold those. I've got other weapons that she can hold if I want something other than the pistol. But they attach on either side of the motorcycle, so that's really cool. And of course, because of that, you'll be able to angle those whichever direction you would like. So very, very cool. Very, very cool indeed. And now it is time to do some comparisons. And here's both of our Baronesses, the one that came with the Cobra COIL that we just looked at, and then the movie version there. You can see them, how they measure up there. And personally, I have to say I like the one that came with the Cobra COIL with the long hair better. I just like the overall outfit and shape, and just features, the holsters that actually hold the pistols versus the blades. Just overall, the articulation or diaphragm does a better job as well. So I'm pleased, very pleased with this one. I think it's cool. I stuck a different machine gun there in her hand that has the little smoke effect that came from the Black Widow Scarlet figure that I have, but that's just so cool. They look great together. Now, if we were to take the head off of this one like we did earlier and try on the head that came with the cheap little Snake Eyes movie Baroness that didn't have very much articulation, if you want to just see how the two of these measure up beside each other as far as how those face sculpts look, let's look at that right quick, and you can decide there which you like the best as far as those two head sculpts. Now remember, this one, the shades are not removable, and these are not either, but those are glasses, not shades. But gonna get an idea of how they look there. I don't know, that's kind of close. I like I might could just use this one as when I want her to have more of a smile or a smirk and want her to have shades, and then use this one when I want her to have more of a serious look and have her hair kind of swept back a different direction and then have the glasses. So I like both of those head sculpts better than I like the short-haired version. That's just me personally. I will also mention that these heads are not swappable. The ball joint on this one is a little bigger than the socket that goes up inside of this head, and this one will go on this body and it'll be a little loose, but you can use a tacky. So you could put this one on that body. And so here is the long hair version on the movie body, and then here's the cheap movie version action figure head that I took off that one and put on this one. I put it now on the Baroness with the Cobra COIL body, so that one fits perfectly, especially since I dremeled it out for the other body. And then of course, like I said, this one does not fit on this body without doing the hairdryer trick or heating it way up, and this one does fit loose. As you see, it's loose, but it goes right on there fine with no problem. But I think they both look great, And here's this Baroness with our Destro. You can see they look great together. I really like this new Baroness with the Cobra COIL. I think she is really cool. I hope those of you that are looking for her can get a hold of her. Keep a check on Target.com. They are getting more in at random times, and I just happened to snag one. I'm so tickled. They were going as much as $400 at one time. Crazy on eBay when they initially sold out, but then they started getting them back in. So wonderful. I'm glad Hasbro is letting them come out there, because who is Destro without his better half? I mean, they kind of had a love-hate relationship in the cartoon, and they weren't married to my knowledge, but they were kind of a cool little couple, I thought. Power couple. But there you go. That's all the comparisons we're going to do with the Baroness. You can take a look at some of the photos after this portion of the video. And again, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time on Super Dave's Reviews.